Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a GWE-100, the Tier 10 German SPG. This one's located on the westbourne of Nebelburg, and it's under the command of randyxx777 of DaVinci of the Leg B clan. And he's got the Bounty exhaust rotation device, and I think I saw something else in there as well before he took off. Okay, game on. That's a 21cm main gun capable of 900 alpha and 53mm of pen. And as we can see here, if we can get the screen to come up, 11.4 meters on the burst radius, between 12.5 and 31 seconds. Okay, ready to go. First enemy in sight, TVP T5051. As you know, this is normally 30 versus 30, and therefore there's a lot of targets out there. First shell goes long. Now, you normally only have 30 rounds to play with in this Arty. It's a bit more than it used to be, I seem to recall, but it's still enough to do a fair bit of damage on the enemy. It's just picking your targets. Normally try and pick enemy targets that are in sight of the enemy. Now, Randy is good at getting ace tankers, and he's located projects. Oh, Progetto 65 gets 412 hit points from a turret impact. You can see it landed on the, looks like the gunner's side of the turret. He's lost a huge amount of hit points, that Progetto. I would not be surprised if he goes down with the first hit he receives afterwards. In the meantime, we've got a Minotauro. And there's that TVP spot. Oh, look at this. We've got two tanks here. A Chieftain and an IS-7. Rounds out. Lands between both of them, but only two get stunned, the 60 TP and the IS-7. But he has picked up some stun assists from that shell that just came in, and I think that came in from another Arty on the IS-7. The Chieftain got stunned at the same time. Okay, we're ready to shoot. Rounds out. Hits the Chieftain, 238, and he got 27 off the IS-7 as well, and he's just got some stun assist off the Chieftain. So he's doing well so far. Now, Randy does like the grand battles because there's lots of targets for him to shoot at. Makes it fun, and because of his fire rate and the fact that he does locate his next target, get ready for the shot, and then pick up as much damage as he can. That one hit the wreck. He picks up lots of damage, and he frequently gets ace tankers. We're 3 up on the enemy at the moment, but it's very early days. The enemy just lost their IS-7, but we lost one as well. No, it was our IS-7 that went down, not theirs. I was wrong. But he's about to go down. Or is he? No! That shell hit somebody else, and I think it damaged another tank that was in the vicinity, because it didn't explode on the IS-7 as normal. I think the IS-7 only got splash, but it shows because he was spotted, but the other tank wasn't. So I think there was 2 tanks struck with that one shell. Rounds out. Oh, that was a good one. He missed the main target, which was a Foch, and hit the Minotauro instead with a direct impact. And he got stun assist, and that Minotauro is now one shot. Yes, sometimes the difference between getting an ace tanker and an ordinary game is just the fact you keep pumping those shells out as fast as you possibly can, with the objective of making sure that every second counts towards victory. Well, he fired the shell in and he hit the Foch, stunned the TVP, Those guys are still moving about though. TVP's come around this corner. He's not paying attention to us, but we might have to move soon because he is getting closer and closer to us. The Bosch using that wreck for cover. Rounds out. Yes, it was a direct hit, but it hit the frontal armor of the Bosch, which, as you know, is some of the strongest armor in the French inventory. Yep. That TVP is getting closer and closer. He's so close now, you could almost throw a rock at him. Yes, when they get that close, it's time to use harsh language instead. Rounds out. And he hit him. The Bosch is still there behind the wreck. No explosion. The shell did impact the tank. Now, the only reason the TVP can't hit him at the moment is because that rock was in the way. But he's having to adjust his position. Otherwise, the TVP might have seen him. In fact, he's lucky because the TVP went down to our Gorilla 15. But there is an enemy Gorilla 15. And rounds out. Can he hit that one? Well, he did get some splash. And he's got massive stun assist. And with that shot alone, he might have picked up a Confederate medal, because that means he's picked over 6 enemy tanks have been damaged but killed by somebody else. So if it keeps carrying on like this, he could actually pick up a medal. But of course, you know, you have to get the most tanks stunned and then, or damaged and then killed. Otherwise, you won't get the Confederate. And another tank goes down after he struck it, and that was the Bosch. So although he got 485 from the shot, he got 185 from the track damage that he caused. This battle is going very well. We're 6 up on the enemy now. Loaded. Rounds out straight away. Oh, he looked away after he shot, so we didn't get to see what that one did. Would have been nice if we'd known. Okay, so he's got 15 rounds of stun HE and 2 rounds of non-stun HE. And he's looking around for another target. He's found one, a DBV-152. I'm not sure many of our guys can actually see that guy. He's actually pulling back because he thinks he might get spotted. Whereas the UNIS has just been wiped out. It looks like the enemy that are still spotted are actually, or are available, are out the field. And there's their DBV. Oh, it's not the DBV. It's an Object 268. Right to the side. Lands right next door to him, but doesn't hit him. But the 268 goes down, and he must have picked up a lot of stun assist from that shot alone, because the damaging shot landed right next door to him, but the 2 subsequent shots wiped him out completely. So it is now looking like this game is going to be over fairly soon. As far as we can tell at the moment, there's only 4 enemy tanks out there. I think, no, there's more than 4. It's now looking like there's actually 6 enemy tanks out there. There's one of them, the DBV. He's gone into the rock. Long flight time. Bit of splash from that one, I think. No sightings again. The DBV must be sitting up there because he keeps coming back to the same area. And we've spotted another one. He's scrolling over to get a shot on the leopard, who's hiding up behind that rock. And it's not an easy shot because we have to try and put the shell over the top of the rock into the leopard. I don't think it's possible. But there, that DBV keeps coming back for more. So let's send a shell his way. Rounds out. Well, he did get some damage. And the DBV is still alive at the moment. but probably not for very much longer. There's the Foch. Is it the same Foch? We can't tell. But he does have a lot of Arty wounds. Oh, he got that one in the side for 405. That's a good shot. We're now showing 3,122 actual damage, but I think it's a lot higher than that. 1,267 assist and 1,601 stun. So he actually has done a lot more damage than he's actually showing. And there's basically only 4 Artys out there now, and maybe a couple of tanks. Okay, one of those tanks has just been spotted, and one of the Artys has just been spotted. We're going for the 60 TP first, but I'm not sure he's got a shot there. There's one of the enemy Arty. Now, oh, he's gone. In fact, 2 Arty went for him at the same time, I think. Which means that DBV's still up there. He's just lost the 60 TP. The enemy lost their back chat. And now they're down to just 2 Arty and a tank. A medium tank. Or is that a tank destroyer? I think it might be a tank destroyer. Yes, that would be the DBV 152. Okay, so he's probably going to pop up in the middle very shortly. So we ought to move slightly to the left and we might see him. But he actually went round the corner to try and stop our guys coming up. And there's the Arty. So we go for the first one, the back chat, rounds out. And we get a piece of him. He's the last. That's the last Arty down. And that's it. The last enemy's gone. And that game over. Yet another ace from randyxx777 of Leg B clan in the GWE 100. He managed to get ace tanker out of that game, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 21. He got a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And yes, he did get that Confederate in the end. Yes, he kept up his fire rate and just kept hitting more and more enemy tanks as time went by. You can see there the long line of tanks. He didn't really get a kill in the entire game. He actually just collected vast numbers of enemy tanks that he touched during the game. And it was enough for him to get a win rate of 3,673, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage in the game turned out to be randyxx777. Would you believe that? He got 4,711 hit points of damage. So far more than the amount that he was actually showing. But I did say that there were some hits that he actually made on the enemy, which weren't even recorded because the enemy was unspotted at the moment the shell went in. And consequently, it just didn't appear on his list. So although it ended the battle with about 3,000 damage, he actually ended up with 4,711, and he got the Gauze medal and Confederate out of it. When it came to the second highest damage, that was the MBTB. Obviously, that new horror tank, the MBTB, which is actually quite good. 4,477 hit points. And the third highest, well, that was the Hori 3 with 4,264. And those are the only 3 guys who actually managed to make it over 4,000 hit points in the game. When it came to kills, I'm afraid he's not even on the list. He's way down here. He didn't get any kills at all, Randy. But that didn't really matter because he was getting the Confederate regardless. And the top scorers were, in fact, the MBTB, the Terror Tank, and the Foch B, who managed, or Foch 155, who actually picked up a Scoochie's medal for 3 kills. So did the Leopard 1. He got 3 kills as well. So these were the guys. Oh, and look, in fact, there was quite a few got 3 kills. The Striv 103B also got it, and so did the AMX 50B. And on the enemy team, their Batchat 155-58, Leopard 1, 60 TP all got 3 kills as well. So the MBTB was the only one who stood out with 4 kills in the game. When it came to base XP, Randy's in second place this time because the Object 261 on his team did 1,181 base experience points, followed by Randy getting 1,111. Nobody else managed to make it over 1,000 base, so they were the hot ones who were actually pumping out the shells and getting multiple damage on the enemy. Third place goes to that MBTB, only picking up 976. Randy fired 19 rounds, which is a nice healthy amount. Keep those rounds pumping out. 9 direct hits on the enemy, none of them penetrated, but he did get 29 splashes, so sometimes he was splashing more than one tank with each shot. 4,711 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He damaged 15 of the enemy, didn't get any kills, but he got 1,257 hit points of stun assist. Damage assist, where he tracked someone. 2,007 hit points of stun assist off 28 stuns. That's huge. 28 stuns off 19 shots fired. On a premium count, he actually made 111,858 credits from this game, including 65,000 for a mission completion event. He got 7 bonds for it being tier 10, and he also picked up 3,333 experience points out of this game as well. So very good game by randyxx. Another ace tanker worthy of his score. He's still only got 2 marks of excellence, but I expect he will get the 3rd sooner or later, because if he keeps pumping out this sort of damage, then yeah, it'll be very difficult for Wargaming to deny it to him. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please give this video a like, and thank you for watching.